on the ground.
Time's up, Mrs. Flautre. Mr. Tannock, for 1.5 minutes on behalf of the ECR.
President, each time we debate Syria, the situation appears more desperate. Both sides are determined that they can win this war and seem content to entrench themselves in a battle of attrition, regardless of the human cost. Assad in particular has reached the stage where he is prepared to reduce his once great country to a wasteland of rubble and blood, all for the purposes of retaining power and escaping justice. A megalomaniac's Pyrrhic victory. It is all too easy to become desensitised, but we must continue to reinforce the scale of this barbarity. A staggering 70,000 civilians killed and 1 million or more displaced people are causing a full-blown refugee crisis which has the potential to destabilise the region, in particular Jordan, Lebanon and Iraq. The Lebanese government in particular has taken a laissez-faire attitude which has exposed traumatised refugees to even more suffering. As with so many crises of this kind, women and children have suffered the most. Indeed, one crucially under-reported feature of this war is the prevalence of rape as a weapon of terror. We also today saw the Save the Children report, which described children being used as informants and even as human shields. It is hard to know how much worse the situation could become before Moscow feels compelled to do something or to help, or that the Free Syrian Army could become armed and avoid the arms going to the Salafists by the West. But in the meantime, we must deploy every resource at our disposal to galvanise the international community and end this disaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tannock. On behalf of the EFD Group, Mr. Belder, for 1 minute, please.
Thank you, President. The old neighbouring countries of such a bloody and split country of Syria is